Hey, it's Huck. And, forgive me, I haven't posted a video in, I don't know, it seems like forever. So, I thought I'd just do this quick video here to catch up on, well, why I've been gone for so long. And the truth is, well, about every other day or so I'm not feeling well, and it seems like it's those days that I want to, think I have something to say that I'm just not feeling up to it. So, the other reason, though, is because for a long time I really didn't have much TV to watch. Money was really tight there for quite a while. And now I finally signed up for this. Dish has that $49 deal. And so I took advantage of that 2-year lock-in price, And, suddenly I've got TV again to watch. And so I thought I'd share with you some of the shows that I've been, watching. And, some of my favorite shows, haven't come on yet, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping I can afford to get HBO. When I signed up for this, I got HBO and these other premium channels for free for 3 months, but they actually, are going to run out before my favorite show is going to start up, and that's, Game of Thrones. So I don't know, maybe I'll try to figure out if I can afford to get HBO for that 10-week period of time when that does come on. I don't think it's supposed to start until like April or something. But at any rate, some of my favorite shows have begun. Now, I'm a big fan of Bates Motel, and I am glad to see, that's well into the season now. Vikings, which has started up again, although, I got a love-hate relationship with that show because it's a little bit... I don't know. There's a little bit of violence that I think goes a little bit overboard for my taste, but generally I like the show. And it's one of those shows where, like the heroes or the protagonists, the guys I guess you're supposed to root for, you think about what they really stand for and what they're really doing. And in other words, it's really a show where you vote, you should be rooting for the... You should be rooting for the main characters to be killed. There's a couple of new shows that have been on recently that I've been starting to watch, and one of them is this show called The Family. Now, I don't know what it was in the original trailers or whatever that caught my attention, so I thought I'd start watching it. And now it's kind of got me hooked because, there's really multiple questions about what the hell is going on in this show. But one thing I can tell you, I don't think... It's like every character in this show is like creepy. I mean, the kid is kind of creepy, but his whole family is creepy. The mom is creepy. The sister is really creepy. The dad is a little creepy. The reporter is creepy. The reporter's editor is creepy. And then there's the two real creeps in the show, which is the creep that lives across the street and the creep that supposedly is the guy that kidnapped the boy to begin with in this story. I mean, I have not seen so many creepy people in the same telecast as, I don't know, the last time all 17 candidates were involved in the Republican debate. Anyway... So I'm watching that show. Now, I do kind of watch, when I get a chance, I've been trying to follow, what's the show? It used to be called ABC Family Network. Now it's called Freeform or something. But there's the Fosters. I've been kind of hooked on that, mainly trying to figure out if the boy Brandon and the girl Callie are ever going to eventually, just go off and elope like they should. At any rate, so I watch that show when I get a chance, and I'm trying to think, am I leaving anything out? Of course, I watch religiously every night. I watch, a whole battery of MSNBC shows, starting with Chris Hayes, All In, followed up by Rachel Maddow, who's been doing a lot of groundbreaking work on the whole Flint, Michigan crisis. She's been on top of. But, I like the way that she presents kind of interesting takes on stories that nobody else is doing. My problem with Rachel is that she's Well, I have several problems with Rachel Maddow, but for the most part, you know, it's my biggest problem, I guess, is that she hits you over the head with things and just repeats it over and over again until, you know, like your 6-year-old could, you know, comprehend it. And you know, I like more intelligent conversation where, you know, it moves on a little faster. But other than that, you know, I like the fact that she presents information you simply don't usually see. In other words, she's good at presenting things that are massively underreported elsewhere. And of course, I enjoy Lawrence O'Donnell at 10 p.m. So I try to watch those every evening when I get a chance. And other than that, my screen door is moving here. It doesn't always hook. That's what that weird noise was. At any rate, other than that, I'm sure I'm missing a few other shows that I enjoy watching. None of them actually come to mind. So I'm just curious. You know, one of the horrible things about watching TV, getting really hooked onto TV, is that you know, once in a while you'll start. A friend of mine told me I should start watching this show last season, and so I did. I got all caught up, at least you know, to a certain point. And I think the name of the show was American Odyssey, and it was about I don't know, this woman, I don't know if she was a military kind of intelligence working overseas. At any rate, she was working in some army unit or whatever, and her whole place was overcome and destroyed. And at any rate, it was an interesting take on the whole war on terror kind of thing from a kind of an alternative point of view. And the problem was, you know, I get all caught up in the series, and then, you know, it kind of leaves you with somewhat of a cliffhanger, and then it was canceled, and so there was no second season. And I'm kind of worried that some of the shows I'm watching this season, you know, are going to end up the same way. Like, for instance, this show, The Family. You know, that's the trouble with getting hooked up with some of these dramas that play out like this, and you never, in the end, find out, you know, the ending, because they're taken off the air before they have a chance to, you know, get renewed. So I'd love to hear, you know, some of your favorite shows, and I'm willing to take some recommendations here. I know there's a lot of things I'm just not interested in. Reality TV just doesn't interest me at all. I'm one of the few probably that never really watched The Apprentice. You know, so, you know, all these people that, you know, are enamored with Donald Trump because they remember him from that show. I can honestly say I never watched that show. But then I don't watch, I won't say I never watch any reality television, but I mean, I can't think of many. None of the reality dramas do I watch at all. Very few of the contest type of thing. But the closest thing that I've come to kind of watching on a semi-regular basis as far as reality TV is probably not American Idol. I never really got into that show, but America's Got Talent. And be honest with you, last season was such a massive disappointment compared to the year before that I don't know. I can take it or leave it, I guess, you know. But it's a good show if there's, you know, one or two people that start advancing that you kind of enjoy watching, you know. But I don't know. Seems to me that trouble with that kind of a show is that, particularly that show, is that they seem to have, you know, preconceived different types of acts that they want to advance. Like there's going to be one rock and roll band. There's going to be one acrobatic group. There's going to be one, you know, dance group. There's going to be one, you know, male singer or one female singer. And that's, and so it doesn't matter whether there's 5 great male singers or, you know, 3 great bands. They'll put a lousy, you know, acrobatic group in there and eliminate better things in other categories so that they end up with, basically just one or two in each category as you get near the finals. Anyway, so that kind of bums me out. But, and then, of course, you've got the ventriloquists and the comedians and stuff. And I don't know, whatever. I enjoy really good talent, but the magic acts, they bore me. I mean, if I want to watch a magician, I don't know. I'm just not sold on magic, I guess. So what do you enjoy watching? Anyway, I'm going to do a political video here real soon. Oh, great news. I should show you this. I recently got... I just dropped my phone on my dog. That's not good. I just recently got my stove. So let me take this over here and show you my stove. Well, I don't know. It's kind of dark in here. Let's see if I can do this. There. See my stove? I don't know if you can see that or not. That was free. That was given to me. And it was installed. And the really great news... Let me sit back down here. And the really great news is that... Hey! I ordered a computer. I finally found one. And I really shouldn't have spent the money because, to be honest with you, I've got a bill coming due here. My oxygen bill. I finally had to notify... my insurance company, my new, say I got to pay for my oxygen this month. And so most of the month got through here and I didn't get a bill. And I realized, the company that's furnishing the oxygen probably doesn't know that my oxygen, or that my insurance coverage changed. They probably, went to try to bill the old insurance company under Medicaid and it may be some time before they realize that it's not going to go through. So I called them and notified them and gave them my new member ID number and all that for my current insurance. Now, unfortunately, that means that when they go to contact, the new insurance to pay for this, they're going to be told, well, we're not going to pay for it this month because the customer has a $300 deductible, and until he pays the first $300, we don't cover any of that. So they'll end up having to bill me. Now, I don't really know when that bill will come, though. We're almost near here the end of the month, so I'm assuming probably in April I'll get a bill from them probably for 2 months. Best I can gather, it's going to be a little under $140 per month. And my deductible is $300, so I'll end up having to pay both months. Now, hopefully, it'll be a little less than that because I know, when they go to bill insurance, I don't know. I think there's a discount, but I don't know what that discount is. At any rate, and I don't really have the money in the bank to pay that right now. And so I was reluctant to pull the trigger on the computer that I saw. But see, I really needed something that... See, I don't know what's wrong with my computer. I just know it's crashing constantly. The video card that's in that, I think, is shot. But aside from that, the hard drive's shot. I don't know. It's just really, for all intents and purposes, not usable. And so, everybody was giving me advice on what I should get and what I needed because I edit videos and I have to have a Firewire because my camera that I use... you have to upload the video to it. It doesn't use a little memory card, And so I ended up finding a computer that I think can do the job. It's a quad core. It's not an i5, which is what I was hoping for. This is an Intel quad core, I think Q6600 or something, which is a model that came out really prior to i5s, I think, being introduced. So I don't know exactly how old this technology is. I'm guessing it's approximately 10-year-old technology, but I don't exactly know. At any rate, whatever it is, so it's a refurbished computer that's got a quad core, which is good because that's going to be much faster than the dual core that I currently have. It's got 4 gigabyte RAM, which is double what my current computer has. And more importantly, it already has a video card that's probably got twice the ability of the one that I currently use. I've got a Radeon HD 4550, and this one's going to have a Radeon HD, I think it's a 4870. At any rate, I looked it up, and comparing the two cards, this one, the 4870, is just hands down much better at processing video. I'm assuming in other graphic abilities as well. It scored much higher on all the graphics tests. So I'm kind of eager to get this thing. Most importantly, this thing had it has a motherboard that's significantly better than anything I could find in the price range I was looking for, which means that whoever custom built this machine, did a really smart thing and got a motherboard that makes it amenable to almost unlimited upgrades. So if I want to get a solid state drive, and install in this thing, no problem. If I want to add a Firewire card to this, which I'm going to have to do, although those are real cheap. I think you can buy them on eBay for like, I don't know, under $7, $8. It can accommodate that. It can even accommodate a really much bigger graphics card, almost unlimited. However, because it's got all those bays in the back, all those slots, so there's ample room, and the motherboard will accommodate them. But I don't have money for any of that anyway, so that's what's nice. This thing comes pretty much complete with everything I need. I don't think it has a Firewire port as is, but I think I even have a Firewire card. It's on a little PIE card, little one that this has got a slot for. I know the ATX motherboard accommodates that Firewire card, so I should be good to go, and it was $189. And I really didn't want to spend it because, like I said, I but I didn't want to pass up this deal. I needed a computer badly, and I've been looking, and although I've seen plenty of computers for that price or even a little bit less, none of them had all the things I was looking for. In other words, I would have had to supplement the purchase with, either the video card to do my video editing or other things, and this looks like it's going to be pretty much complete, ready to use when I get it. So I'm supposed to get that. It says it's scheduled to arrive by April 5th. So I'm really excited. I'll be able to do legitimate videos with my camera again. After that, once I figure out how to get all my programs off of my computer and install them on the new computer. I'm a little worried about doing that with some of them, but we'll see. At any rate, that's all from here. Let me know what you watch on TV. Try to persuade me to watch something maybe that I'm not watching that you enjoy. I'd love to hear you talk me into maybe why I should be watching your favorite show. Anyway, I'm Huck. Thanks a lot for watching. Sorry that it's been so long. I'll try to do better next time. You have a great day. Be kind to someone, okay? This is where it's always a problem trying to shut this off.